Alrighty. As soon as I ended that last live video I did, I was brainstorming the marketing app idea, which I'm gonna come back to later. I think um, that's gonna be a little trickier to do, but I might mess with that. That might actually be a good idea. But this idea I just had, I want to make a roulette game because that should be easy. Because there's enough on the internet already. Like the AI should already know not only just what roulette is and how the board looks and all that. It should be um, it should be pretty well acquainted with a lot of other coding. I'm sure people have done this as a coding exercise plenty and plenty and plenty of times to make a roulette game. So let's see. It's 9 o'clock, 9:01 where I am. It's 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. Let's see how many minutes it takes. We've been live for almost a minute now. Let's see how many minutes it takes. I'll try to do it under an hour. We're gonna go. I'm gonna go to Grok first because, and I can come back to those notes later for that app if I want to make it or not. I'm gonna go to Grok first. I find that Grok is better at coding than GPT for me. For me, and there's plenty of other programs you can use to program. Firebase Studio is a good one that Microsoft has. Does everything for you right in the window. You can actually have like all the files open and stuff. But believe it or not, I find Grok to be the overall best right now, especially for free. So very short and sweet. I want to make a roulette game. It should be a web app. It can be in the language/languages you think is best. I'm going to put these requests on different lines so I could visually see. Um, um, the main screen should show the board and the wheel at the same time. Under the wheel is the button is a button that says spin, where once clicked, the wheel will spin. You will see the ball. This is probably not going to work. Bouncing around, understanding the animation will be simplistic as we're staying in 2D for our purposes. I don't want to use 3D. But the ball will bounce around and eventually land on a spot on the wheel indicating which number or where on the board the winning placements will be based on users placing chips. I'm going to put numbers here. For these are our requirements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The user will start with, let's just say, $100 in chips. The chip denominations are $1, $5, $10, $20, $25, let's say. We want a visual representation of the user's chip stack. Once they go belly up, they can hit the button to get more chips, which right now is just endless. You can ask for 100 over and over, and it's okay. Alright, I'm not going to make a casino where people pay me for fake chips. That's not my goal. It's just for fun. So you start with 100 chips. You need to put the actual correct rules for roulette into the logic of the code, as I don't even know what the payouts are supposed to be. 7. The user, before spinning, will place chips on the board to indicate which numbers TC he wants to place bets upon. Also, like in real roulette, you should be able to do straddle bets across 2 spaces using chips placed on the borderline. Right. Figure out the board, the UI/UX, that's user interface, user experience. Button placement, etc., and make me the main interface playing screen for the user. And also other files needed. We can start as one big HTML file with CSS and JavaScript in line. That's okay too to start. Or if you think we need multiple separate files to achieve the requirements, then go ahead and make those files. And I'll put them in a directory together to test. And I know you can show me in your workspace as well how the code hopefully runs. All right, so we are going to make this game, and just for poops and giggles, I'm going to have it do the think thing first, because this is pretty decent requirements. I kind of think I straddled the limit of what AI can do. So my testing, my theory here, my hypothesis here is that it will make the game, probably not on the first try of the prompt, but it will make something, and I'll have to give it some nudging and correction. And once it actually runs here on the Grok side of things, I should be able to copy the files over to my server and then run it like I do the flashcard app on something.rjdoesit.com, like roulette.rjdoesit.com or casino or whatever. We'll make it roulette for now. Okay, make a whole casino later. All right, so I'm going ahead and hit the send button. Let's see if this will make me the roulette game. Let's go. So it's going to be thinking. I predict this one will think for about 2 or 3 minutes. I might refresh my coffee in the meantime. Be right back. Okay. Yep, we're over a minute now for thinking, right? 67, 72 seconds. How about that Knicks game last night? Did you guys see that? Knicks are down by 20 points in the third. Rally to win 106-103, I want to say, in single overtime. So they ended the fourth quarter, I think, at 100 apiece. It was neck and neck at the end. It was a really exciting game. So the Knicks took game one against the Celtics, baby. And then the Mets had a nail biter too later in the night, playing out in Arizona. Mets hung on to win against the Diamondbacks in 9 innings, but it was 5-4, I want to say. 5-4 or 6-5. It was 5-4. Maybe it was 6-5. But the Mets gave up. They had a bad eighth inning. They gave up, I think, 4 or 5 runs in the eighth. And they had a reliever come in who walked 3 batters in a row. And this guy was rehabbing. So he was coming back from an injury. And he's a younger guy. He's a rookie, I think. He's supposed to be a good prospect, but he walked 3 batters in a row. So they yanked him, but then the next pitcher comes in. I forget who they sent in after this guy. The first guy's name was Nunez, the guy that walks 3 in a row, and then they bring in the mop-up guy. Not the mop-up guy. The guy that usually gets them out of a jam like that, who can handle inherited runners. He comes in and lets, I guess, all of them go in. He lets all the runs come in. All right, so let's see what we got. Just about 2.5 minutes of thinking. Here's the roulette game. It's going to try to do it with one file. All right, so now it's actually writing the code. It's doing it, like I said, in one file. You can see the HTML, the style, the CSS. And look at that, baby. It's not perfect, but look what we got, right? Wow. So here's the roulette board. I have $100. I'm going to bet 10. And I'm going to put it on 20. I got an error message. Balance 90. Does it show that I have 10 bucks on 20 anywhere? Doesn't really. What if I hit 5 now? Can I put 5 on 27? Cannot read properties of undefined spring, whatever. Okay. So I'm going to spin the wheel. It doesn't seem to be doing anything with the spin. All right. This might have been harder than I thought. The flashcards thing was an easy idea. This board is actually intense. Okay, so it won't spin the wheel. It won't show me where my bets are placed, and That's it for now. Please fix. You don't have to write full sentences to AI, by the way. Oh, I left the think button on. I don't need the think button on anymore. So turn that off. Excuse me. When you're done. Because now it's going to take forever to do this one again. But let it think this last one out. And then we'll see. I am reasonably impressed with the UI, the user interface. It did get the board right. It does have the correct numbers. Well, I don't know. I haven't checked. But it has what appear to be the correct numbers of red and black spaces. It's not every other. I don't know how they've figured this, but there's a pattern to it anyway. If this doesn't work, I'm going to try to think of a more simple idea for an app. Plus, roulette's not very fun. We've already played roulette, most of us. We already understand what it is. It's not that fun. On the one hand, there's definitely a limitation of how much AI can make right now, like in terms of an app like this in the browser. See, I'm already getting errors on this reasonably simple idea. And it didn't put these numbers in the roulette wheel perfectly either. You can't see those numbers over there. You can see right here, it looks like there's a little ball here. It's supposed to probably spin around. It never does. But let's see if it can fix that. What I like about Grok is it keeps your application window here, the error console down here. You can actually click fix this on the errors. Sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. And then on the left, you have where it's thinking and working on the solution. It's kind of cool. Maybe I'll show another platform later, like Firebase. Check my notifications over here. Aww. Closed unused applications. Blah, 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 blah. Alrighty, so now it's rewriting the code, as it is wont to do, as it often does. It doesn't really like to just make a tweak to the code. It likes to rewrite the code. And I don't know, I find that when I look at the window while it's coding, it messes it up. But not messes it up, but like I feel like it codes better when I just let it run. But I'll just ignore that today. So you got the red numbers, the wheel numbers, the betting board, the odds, I suppose. Going through all the logic of bets and odds and spinning the wheel. Now we got the board back. So let's try to put a $10 bet on 20 again. There it goes. You can see the 10 bucks is right there. Let's see if I put 10 on 30. Yeah. So I'm going to put it in a lot of places. 7. Let's put some $1 bets. So I want to see what happens if I win. I'm going to try to get a win. I could straddle, go double zeros. I could put it on the columns. So now let's spin. Oh, baby, she's spinning. She's spinning. She's spinning. Double zero, baby. I hit. Hold on, I got a text. It's a fake job offer. I love those. Nice. So this works. All right, so now check this out. So I'll go to the code, copy. This is where the fun happens because I can basically steal this and make it my own. Watch. So I'm going to go to my host, web host. I didn't think the roulette game would be this fast. What are we up to? 20 minutes. Good. So we're going to do it. We're going to get it done in under an hour. So I'm going to sign into my host, my fake job offer. Get out of here. Don't go on WhatsApp, people. They spam you. People can get your number and spam you like crazy. So you need to have a place to put the code that's online, for that way you and other people I could run this code locally on my computer, but let's say I go to someone else's house or I want to send this link to somebody else so they can try it. You have to have a place to put the code online so that it's online, right? My host does not want to log me in. That's fun. Maybe because I'm doing a live stream. Security out the wazoo. Come on, man. Let me get into my host for the love of God. I think I have it open on a different window anyway. Yeah, I do. Oh, it logged me out. What do you know? Uh-huh. I'm in over here. Stupid live stream messed it up, I guess. All right, so I'm going to go to my domains. Domains. I'm going to add a new domain for where I'm going to put the files. In this case, it's really one file right now. Create a new domain. It's going to be called Roulette, roulette.rjdoesit.com. Submit. Not only will it take a minute to create the domain, once I create it, it'll take about 10 minutes for it to propagate, so it's not going to really work when I finally do it because I could put it up there faster than it can actually propagate. So here's the roulette one. Boom-bitty bang bang boom bomb. See it saying it doesn't exist yet. It's too, well, I didn't put the files there either, but it's too soon, right? So we'll go back to the cPanel now. We got the domain. Now we want to go to the file manager. File manager. On the left here, you're going to see where the roulette is, roulette.rjdoesit.com. I will make a new file. It will be called index.html. That is the default file name for the page you want the browser to take the person to if I type in just the domain. So when I type in roulette.rjdoesit.com, by making an index.html file, I'm telling, there I am, I'm telling the server, in this case, to send the person, the user, the traffic, to this file, index.html. So we're going to go in here, we're going to edit the index.html file. We're going to go back to our roulette-based code here. I already copied it. I'm going to copy it again just to make sure. Copy and paste. 383 lines of code. Not too shabby. Save the changes. Boom, right? Now, once it's ready, roulette. Once it's ready, that app we just saw on Grok will be here on my server. It's not there yet. So that part we might have to skip ahead in time in a way because it does take usually about 5 or 10 minutes. If I go to something, DNS, I think. I forget where you can see the domains. Might be under domains. Well, where they're adding the new domains. So I want that. We're going to go to roulette, manage. It just takes a few minutes. I don't know what else to tell you. It takes a few minutes for the server to put the files there. But when I did this before, for the, what's it called app? for the flashcards. It did take a few minutes for it to show up. DNS lookup. You should be able to do a DNS checker and see that it's propagated. So not the 404 page itself, but the main page. Usually it shows you the map. Nope, that didn't do what I thought it would do. I would like to show you guys the roulette working on my server, but it does take a minute. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Okay, I copied the file to a subdomain on my host, and I'm still getting 404. I think it just hasn't propagated because it's a new subdomain. Yeah. It says 12 to 24 hours, 20, blah, blah, blah. 24 to 48 hours. That's definitely not how long it will really take me. Let's try this. Boom. All right, so you see it's propagated. My server's in Utah. So it's propagated in the West Coast, but it's not propagated in some places, like Mexico. I'm in Mexico. So when you make a new website, you should check something like this, what'smydns.net. And as you refresh this, yeah, look at that. Now it's green in Mexico. Let's see if it will work now, right? Let's see if it'll work now. Boom. See? Now it works. So that's really it, guys, in a nutshell. We have a roulette game now. You can go to roulette.rjdoesit.com. Make some $10 bets. I'm going 00 again. I'm going to go lucky 7. It's going to go 20. And let's do 25 bucks on red. Oh, shit. Oh, I added 50. I don't know how to take off bets. All right, so I got 50 bucks on red. It better hit red or one of the other ones. Let's spin it up. Woo! That's a cool spin. I like it. Winning number 9. Number 9. I had money on red. That's why I hit for 9. So I was down to 20 with all my bets. I just won 100. I should have 120 after this. Boom. It works. I didn't know I was good at roulette. Let's make a couple $10 bets. Let's go double zeros. Let's go 19. Let's straddle the 6 and the 3. And let's do 25 bucks on even. Spin it up. Look at that spin. It's going mad slow. That was weird. It hit 30 and I won because it's an even number. So my 25 hit on that. So again, I should be at 115. Yeah. All right, let's place $5 bets. 25, 23, 20, 14, 7. We'll straddle these two here. Spin it up. I want to see a better spin this time. Whack spins. Why is it doing a whack spin? Winning number 27, I won 0. All right, so that's the first error. right? But it works, right? So I'm gonna go back to GPT or Grok, say, hey, great news, the app works and it works on my server. Now to update things a bit. Right now, when the user loses a bet, it still says you won 0. It should say, sorry, you lost. Also, after the first spin, it's like the user gets a limp wrist, and the spins after that aren't as rigorous in that they don't the wheel doesn't spin good like the first time. Just ensure spin is consistent, cool animation, and also if you could jazz up the board by making it larger and giving it more of a real casino felty vibe, that'd be awesome. So now you can start giving it your requests, your change requests. What it should do is just update the code, show it to you that it works here, and then I could say, all right, if it works here, I could copy and paste it back over to my server here. So let's play some more bets. I'm going to do 14, 19, straddle these, straddle those. Let's put 25 bucks on red. Let's put 10 bucks on 00. So I place some bets, spin it up, really whack spin again. Raining number 12, I won 50 bucks. That's going to be the red that hit. Yeah, that's the red that hit. So I doubled up there, but I'm still down to 80. Let's go 20, 00, 2, and then we'll put 25 bucks on black. Let's put 50 bucks on black. Weak ass spin again. Oh, 00 hit! 360 bucks, baby. Boom! I'm crushing it in the casino today. Holy crap. That's nice, dude. Sweet. So this works. I'm already making upgrades and optimizations. Oh, look at this new board. Look at this new board with the mouse over effects. 33 minutes in, baby. All right, so let's test this board out. Make some $10 bets. I like that would highlight when I click on it. Now, see, this ain't working. Yeah. The upgraded CSS is nice. Nice, but we broke everything else. Can't see what denomination can't see where the bets are placed. No content in the wheel, and the wheel won't spin. It didn't even have the borders. It just had the first borders here. So that's the nice thing is like you get something that works, like this roulette works, even though it's a little goofy. Let's play some more bets. We'll do $25 bets because I'm already making some bank here. Let's hit 00 because that's been good for me. Let's go to 11, 17, 24, 27, 28, 31, and we'll go 25 on black. Boom it up with the little spin. I got rocked. So it takes all your bets off. Let's go 7, 10. Let's go 33, 30. Let's go single 0. Let's go 50 bucks on red. There's a better spin that time. Okay, 33 hit. That $10 straddle hit. 180, baby. Back at 310. I'm good at roulette. Holy smokes. Didn't know I was so good at roulette. All right, so now Grok is back. It's got all the straddles, which is good. The wheel looks a lot better. So let's see, 10 bucks. You can see that. We'll go on 30. We'll go on 12. We'll go on the 811. We'll go on the 1013. Then we'll put 50 bucks on black. Put the last 10 on 00. Let's spin it up, baby. Ooh, nice spin. All right, so everything worked. All right, so I'm just telling it did good. I didn't get the system window like I got on the other on the current best running version, where it it tells me at the end of the bet if I won or I lost or how much. So I want that feature, and I want it to be full screen so that it'll be as big of a playing field as possible. But for now, this is more than I hoped for in a way. Put this in my code portfolio. Little Popeye music for you. What's nice about having AI code for you is like if I was actually making a roulette game, not only would I have to, probably take me weeks and weeks if I ever could figure it out to even write this code myself without AI, but I don't think I would ever figure it actually out. I don't know enough about programming to be honest. I just know how to look at this code and know what it's doing when it's already there. It's like being able to understand a language but not be able to speak it, so to speak, which is kind of me with Spanish. Like when they're talking to me, I can understand more than what I could say back. All right, the wheel got messed up. Let's see if the betting works. Let's see. Yeah, the wheel looks okay. Yeah, it still doesn't tell you. I know I won because my balance went up, but it doesn't tell you the result. The only thing I'm going to try to do is just copy this over anyway and see what happens when I put it on my server. So this was the old version. Instead of copying over it, so I don't lose that, all I have to do is make uh, a new folder here. I'm going to call this test. I already put a damn, oh, that's, so under test, I'm going to make a new file, also index.html. Annoying. Boom. And in this one, we'll paste the other code that is our test code. Ooh, 466 lines of code. That tells you it's more. So we got the regular roulette here. Copy that. If we go to a new tab and we just say /test, should get the other version. Yep, there it is. So that part works. It's full screen. If I make the screen bigger, it doesn't adapt dynamically. Let's see if I have to reset the page. All right, so if I reset the page, it will move those little lines. See the little grid thing gets all jacked up? Didn't say AI was perfect at coding, but if I reset the page, I get this better looking window. So let's try to play, see if it gives us the pop-ups now. We'll put 25 on red, and we'll put 50 on black. I'm gonna hedge my bets, baby. Let's just play red and black real quick. Ooh, I gotta put 10 bucks on 00. All right, let's run it. Boom. All right, so I get the pop-up here. I wasn't getting the pop-up on Grok, so this is good. Winning number 18. I hit red or black, whatever it was. 18 is a red number, so my red doubled up. I got 50, but I went down. So this works, right? Play some bets. Doody-doo. Play some bets over here. Spin it up. Uh, 14 hit. That was the red. So I'm staying alive with my red and blacks. And the funny thing is I don't really like to play roulette that much, so I'm not going to be playing this a lot or testing it a lot, but I wanted to see that it worked. And it's in my portfolio now. So let's see if I hit this again or if I go belly up. Sorry, you lost. Dang it. Right? So I want to get 100 bucks more. Oh, I could just keep getting mad loot. Look at that. I'm going to put $900 on black. Hit me, baby. But why is that a good bet? Because then I could have 1,800 if I hit black. Shit, why not? I won, baby. That's my double up right there. $1,800. Someone's got to spot me at the casino. Look at me. All right, so I actually like this version better than the other one. This one's not responsive. Doesn't have anything that the other one didn't have. It has the place a bet first. That's cool. Place a bet. The spin is whack on this one, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'll go back and I'll make another folder and I'm going to call this one old. Because the old one, I don't need no more, but I'm going to keep it as a record. So put the old HTML into old. I'll go into the test folder. I grab this and I put it in the main folder, right? Presto changeo. Now, at /test, there's nothing there. Doesn't work. Now, we go to the regular roulette. Boom, we get the upgraded version. Didn't keep my balance. That's stored in the browser memory. Ooh, select the chip and ensure you have enough balance. 24, 19, straddle the 18, $5 there, boom, gada. Let's go 25 on black and run it, baby. Big money, big money, big money, big money. 50 bucks, doubled up on my black. All right. Let's just put $10 on 00 and $10 on the $10 on number 7, and we'll rock it. Boom! I lost. Let's play that same bet again. See if we can hit that one. That's a hard. That's a long shot. Lost again, baby. All right, so that's it, guys. I'm going to do a screenshot of this. And then we're going to add it to rjdoesit.com, wherever that is. I already have that open. We're going to how did I make another one of these things? P. Parent block column. Add column. Make this columns. Make it 100%. Add an image. Upload that. Upload that. Then we're gonna add. Add. What if I just copy this? Oops. Oops. Sometimes I hate WordPress, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. All right. Stop. Okay. Free roulette. Saunter on in to our free roulette room. Save. And gling. .rjdoesit.com. Alrighty. Save it up. Now let's just make sure you can see this from my portfolio page. There it is. Free loot, roulette. So we got Neat Savers, K-Flash, and free roulette. You guys saw me. How long did it take me to make this app? Where's my Facebook? Yep, 50 minutes. So just a little under an hour from the idea. A lot easier than the last idea I had, which was the marketing dashboard. That was going to take weeks probably to do, just with all the features. But we can close some of this stuff down. Here is our Google Chrome where we were testing it here. And then this is just to prove it works on other browsers, and I can get to it from my portfolio page. Boom. Right from the portfolio page. I need to put a button that says back to rjdoesit.com or whatever. But come here and play roulette if you want. Let's put 50 bucks on red and 10 bucks on 00 and 5 bucks on column 2. Spin it up. Winning number 30. You won 100 bucks. Not because I bet $50 on red. Bang, 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 bang. That seems like to be a good strategy. If you put like a couple small bets on random numbers that you think could hit, and then take like half your money and put it on red or black. That way, you only need the 50-50 to come in to cover these bets. And you could keep playing. I don't know if that's good theory or not. Boom! 17 hit, baby. I had 5 bucks on that. 280. I am good at roulette. Golly, dude. I am good at roulette. Why am I so good at roulette? That's weird. Lost that one. All right, I'll stop playing roulette. It does work. We all see it. Thanks for coding with me today, y'all. Deuces.